Good day, students. Welcome back to JSS 1 Music, Week 2. Last week we learned about the 7 elements of music. Today we move into the written language of music, musical notation. Just as you use the English alphabet to read and write language, musicians use a special notation system to read and write music. This notation allows a composer in Lagos to write a song that a musician in London can perform exactly as intended, without ever having met. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to name and draw the 4 main note values and their equivalent rest, calculate the value of notes in simple time, understand dotted notes and ties, and read basic rhythmic patterns correctly. This is a skill every musician must master. Let us begin. Musical notation is the written system used to represent sounds, their pitch, and their duration on paper. The foundation of written music is the stave, also called the staff. A stave consists of 5 horizontal parallel lines. Notes are placed on these lines and in the spaces between them. The position of a note on the stave indicates its pitch, how high or low it is. Before we get to pitch, we must master duration, how long or short a sound lasts. Duration is shown using different note shapes. There are 4 main note values you must know at JSS level: the semibreve, the minim, the crotchet, and the quaver. For every note value, there is a corresponding rest, a symbol that shows silence of the same duration. Just as notes tell a musician to play for a specific time, rests tell a musician to be silent for a specific time. Rests are just as important as notes. Silence in music is not empty, it creates tension, breathing space, and rhythm. Let us study each note value and its rest. The semibreve, also called the whole note. Duration, 4 beats. It looks like an open oval, an empty egg shape, sitting on or between the lines of the stave. Its rest looks like a small filled rectangle hanging below the 4th line of the stave. Think of the semibreve rest as a heavy brick. It is so heavy it hangs down. Count, 1, 2, 3, 4. The minim, also called the half note. Duration, 2 beats. It looks like a semibreve with a stem, an open oval with a vertical line attached. When the stem points up, it goes up from the right side of the oval. When the stem points down, it goes down from the left side. The minim rest looks like a small filled rectangle sitting on top of the middle line of the stave. Think of the minim rest as a hat, it sits on top. Count, 1, 2. The crotchet, also called the quarter note. Duration, 1 beat. It looks like a filled-in oval with a stem. The head is solid black, not open. The crotchet rest looks like a stylized backwards letter Z with a hook. It is more complex to draw but very important to recognize. Count, 1. The quaver, also called the 8th note. Duration, half a beat. It looks like a filled oval with a stem and a flag, a curved line attached to the top of the stem. When 2 or more quavers appear together, their flags are joined by a beam, a horizontal bar across the tops of their stems. The quaver rest looks like a small number 7 with a dot. Count, 1 and each half is an and. Summary so far: semibreve equals 4 beats. Minim equals 2 beats. Crotchet equals 1 beat. Quaver equals 1/2 beat. And from this we can see, 1 semibreve equals 2 minims equals 4 crotchets equals 8 quavers. Now let us learn 2 special concepts: dotted notes and ties. A dotted note is a note followed by a small dot. The dot adds half the original value of the note. A dotted minim therefore lasts 2 plus 1, 3 beats. A dotted crotchet lasts 1 plus a half, 1.5 beats. Dotted rhythms create a characteristic long-short swing feel. A tie is a curved line joining 2 notes of the same pitch. When you see a tie, you play the first note and hold it for the combined duration of both notes, without replaying the second. For example, a minim tied to a crotchet is held for 3 beats total, 2 plus 1. Ties allow note values to cross over bar lines. Time signatures. A time signature appears at the beginning of a piece of music, 2 numbers stacked like a fraction. The top number tells you how many beats are in each bar. The bottom number tells you what type of note gets 1 beat. In 4/4 time, the most common in Nigerian popular music, there are 4 beats per bar and the crochet gets 1 beat. In 3/4 time, waltz time, there are 3 beats per bar. In 2/4 time, march time, there are 2 beats per bar. Let us practice counting rhythms in 4/4 time. Example 1, a bar containing crochet, crochet, minim. Count 1, 2, 3 to 4. Total 4 beats. Correct for April 4th. Example 2, a bar containing dotted minim, crochet. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. Dotted minim equals 3 beats, crochet equals 1 beat. Total 4 beats. Correct. Example 3, a bar containing 4 quavers, minim. Count 1 and 2 and 3 to 4. 4 quavers equal 2 beats, minim equals 2 beats. Total 4 beats. Correct. Example 4, era spotting, a bar in 4/4 containing semibreve and a crochet. Count 1-2-3-4 plus 1. That is 5 beats, too many. This bar has an error. The time signature tells us a bar must have exactly 4 beats in April 4th. 3 important examination notes. Mistake 1. Drawing the minim rest below the line like the semibreve rest, the minim rest sits on top of the line, the semibreve rest hangs below it. This is tested directly in BECE. Mistake 2. Forgetting the dot when asked to add a dot to a note, the dot goes to the right of the note head, not above or below it. Mistake 3. Confusing a tie with a slur, a tie joins 2 notes of the same pitch and affects duration, a slur joins notes of different pitches and indicates smooth playing, with no change in total duration. Brilliant work today. Musical notation uses note shapes to show duration. The 4 main values are semibreve, 4 beats, open over, minim, 2 beats, open over with stem, crochet, 1 beat, filled over with stem, quaver, 1/2 beat, filled over with stem and flag. For every note there is a matching rest, semibreve rest hangs below the line, minim rest sits on top. Dotted notes add half the original value. Ties join 2 notes of the same pitch to hold their combined duration. Time signatures tell us how many beats per bar and what note gets 1 beat. For homework, draw a stave, write a time signature of 4/4, and fill 2 bars with a combination of minims, crochets, and quavers, making sure each bar has exactly 4 beats.